Today on the channel, we're back with another G.I. Joe Classified Series figure, and in today's video, we're taking a look at Tripwire.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another G.I. Joe Classified Series unboxing and review. And today on the channel, from Hasbro Pulse, we got Tripwire. But for all your Tripwire needs, hit up Hasbro Pulse. But for all your other action figure needs, hit up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% all in-stock items, anything over $79. Does ship free. You got to get a deal out there. And of course, we're going to do this unboxing like we do all the other unboxings on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And Tripwire is an interesting one. I don't know about you, but for me, never a huge Tripwire fan. I was always scratching my head a little bit that Flint invited him to be a part of Tiger Force. I wasn't sure about that decision. It's probably the only time I ever questioned Flint's decision-making. However, Tripwire joined the Tiger Force, but here we get a plain Jane version of Tiger Force, first announced San Diego Comic-Con 2023. I was there, we talked about it, we saw it, and I was a little underwhelmed, got to admit there, because Tripwire as a kid, in my playing days, the playing days, I would set up these gigantic G.I. Joe battles as a kid, and then I'd start the battle, of course, as any kid would do. And it would always start with like a shipwreck or a roadblock or somebody like that leading a team, and then all of a sudden they were ambushed by the Dreadnoks or Cobra or something like that. And then they'd all get massacred. And it was usually Tripwire, Psych Out, Sneak Peek, sometimes Slipstream would go in there, Windmill, some of those guys. Some of the cannon fodder guys is what they were for me. And then Shipwreck or Roadblock, whoever's leading the team, they'd get hurt up or something, or shot maybe, but they'd go back, they'd get back to the flag and like, General Hawk, Flint, we got trouble. We got big trouble here. And then that's how the wars would start for my playing days. So when I heard Tripwire announced, I thought back to that. I was like, man, I was just never a big Tripwire guy, but I want to get all the Joes. I want to get all of them, so you need these. So every once in a while, every couple of years, you got to put a Sneak Peek in. You got to put a Psych Out. You got to put a Tripwire. Now, that's just my opinion on Tripwire. Who knows? Somebody out here watching this video, they could have been their man. Man, he's looking for mines. He's looking for bombs. This is my kind of guy. I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments down below. But we're going to see what's going on with this one. Now, San Diego Comic-Con, when they announced it, like I said, a bit underwhelmed, but then they showed all the extra bells and whistles, and now he has a pet rat. Where was that pet rat back in the day? That would have immediately moved him up to another level in my playing days, because if I had to choose between just a figure or a figure with an animal, I was most of the time moving over to the animal side. It's like, I felt like it was a 2-in-1 type thing, and he could have used that back in the day. But now we get it here all these years later. And it is a deluxe pack here, not for everybody, of course. We've seen a lot of ones, Snow Job, Snow Serpent lately. Got to think a lot more of these to come in the future. Isn't warranted? I guess we'll find out when we get them out of the package here. But let's take a look at the packaging on this one. Of course, you got the big glamour shot. It looks like he's looking for bombs in the cave. I don't know. Who's hiding bombs in a cave? Who knows? Cobra's wacky sometimes. G.I. Joe Classified Series, got a little glamour shot there. You got the accessory bundle. A lot of stuff going on with this one, no doubt about it. On the side, a little glamour shot. It looks like he's number 78, which is crazy because I think we just unboxed Buzzer, and he was like 106. So we're kind of all over the map with some of these numbers. There's no doubt about it there. On the side, nothing too fun. And then on the back, you get a little bit tighter look at what the figure is and all the accessories, all that kind of stuff. The jibber jabber, of course. It does say Tripwire, Apsara, and McCloud. Now on the back here, thankfully, it lets us know what's going on here. Now, Tripwire, of course, is the guy, the character. I think Apsara, whatever. I think that's his pet rat. I think that's what it is. And we have 2 pet rats in our house, too. We've seen them on the channel. Can't believe my daughter owns rats. Of all things, I got dogs like a real person. She's got rats. What's she doing ratting around? But she enjoys her rats. I forget what their names are. Peanut, and what's the other one's name? I already forget. That tells you how involved I am with these rats, I guess. But anyways, back to this rat, Apsara and McCloud. Now, McCloud, mobile armored control lever for explosive ordnance disposal. That's a mouthful right there. So McCloud does sound a little bit better, if you ask me. Let's get him out. Let's see what's going on here. See what's going on with those old Tripwire here. He's up to no good, I'm guessing. All kinds of stuff going on, but there it goes. See you later. Goodbye. All right, then we get the big box, the big cabinet here, number 78, the Joe logo. Got all the info on the back here. Feeling a little heavy, so we're loaded with stuff. A lot of accessories, but this being a deluxe figure, see you later. It better have a lot of accessories in it. There's no doubt about it. But we got them all here. Got them all locked in here. Let's pull it out. Let's see what's going on. Oh my gosh, look at all this stuff. A lot of stuff going on in here. Bam! See you later. Goodbye. And now we're going to get down to business. We got a little cardboard piece in here. Oh, it's got his, see you later. Oh, off the screen. It does got his little minesweeper here. So he's looking for bombs and stuff like that. Or he's looking for, you know, jewelry, rings, coins, things like that. He's got the metal detector out. Who knows what he's up to here. But we do got him in the cardboard prison. He does got the plastic twist ties. No ropes on this one here. So we're here for that. Pull him out here. Cut him out of the legs. Right there, and right there. All right, we're ready to go. Gonna get those twist ties out. See you later. Once again, all right, we'll look at him in a second here. I don't know what to think. We'll get to it, though. We'll get to it here. We got a lot of stuff going on here, though. A lot of stuff going on. We got to get down to business. Let's clear it all out. Let's look through it all here. All right, we're going to start off with this backpack. This is what we got. Now, we got a backpack. Of course, fits in the back, G.I. Joe style. Got the big blue spot in the middle. Really does catch your eye. A little bit of green coloring. A little bit of computer stuff going on there. Tripwire, quite the backpack on him. So we do have that. In the middle here, it should fit. Yes, it does. And we only got one mine. He's got two, so we got these little mines here. So you can send these out. You can pick them up, whatever he's got to do. But they do clip in here. They just plug right in. Going to be very hard to get out. Very interesting. There's even, oh, I thought it was a screw inside. It's not a screw, but very interesting trying to put those in. It looks like it only fits one at a time, so that'll be something to pay attention to. Can we get two? Does it store one? Do you have him hold one? I'm not exactly sure what we do with that, but we do got two of these here. They do plug into the backpack if need be. But a good-looking backpack. You also got some storage on the side as well for, of course, the metal detector, the mine detector, whatever you want to call it. You can put it on the side of that if you need to. So we do have that. And I guess we might as well look at this thing, too. Of course, he's at the beach. He's looking for stuff. He's looking for coins. He's looking for lost change. He's trying to just get a bus ride home. That's all he's trying to do, old Tripwire. Joe's left him. But a very interesting one. It's a brand new weapon. Not really a weapon, I guess. Is it? I don't know. It's not really a weapon at the end of the day. Unless he uses one. He's doing some of this kind of stuff with it. Maybe. Tripping some people. Who knows? But it is what it is. And that's all I can say about it, really. I don't know if this picks these up. Doesn't really look like it. Yeah, I don't know. I guess you could put them in there and you could pick them up that way, I guess. So I guess you could pick up some of those bombs. If you want to dispose of bombs at your own time, you can do that. I'll put these together here. Now, he's got two different helmets going on. Now, it's crazy. Tripwire, I don't remember ever seeing him without his helmet on. So we do get a helmet. Very iconic for him. You got to have a helmet to go on him. That makes a lot of sense here. And, of course, it does look like his helmet, his classic helmet, his OG helmet in a lot of ways. And I guess while I'm doing the helmet, I might as well do the head here. We'll just knock these out, too, at the same time. Once again, I don't know what to look for in his head because I can't picture him in anything but a helmet. So you can almost throw anybody's head under here, and it's just going to be whoever it is. You know, it just kind of is what it is. And the head should pop off. No, it doesn't pop off. The head doesn't pop off. I was hoping it would, but no, it does not. So interesting. Obviously, it will if you put a little heat against it, as we do know. But it does have this head and then this mask here, this helmet. This helmet a little tough to get on him, but it will pull on eventually. But it might be a pain to get off. But it does go on, and he definitely looks the part of Tripwire once you put that helmet on him. There's no doubt about it. But his face, kind of a plain Jane guy. It doesn't resonate anything with me. Maybe you will be different here. But then you do got a big old helmet, which I guess you can put over that one. No, you can't put it over it. But it's almost like a big welding mask going on. There's no movement or anything to it. But if he's disposing of things, he's got to be wearing something like this. And when he wears this, he's probably got to have this big old jacket over the top here. Just in case one of those bombs goes off on him, he's got as much protection as possible. It's not a job for the faint of heart, I'm guessing here. But we do got this big old vest going on to match this big helmet here. You got the little bit more plain Jane one, a little lesser one with the helmet and vest on the figure already. So we do got that there. We do got a little pistol. This is his only weapon here, and thankfully he has a holster on the side, but we do get a pistol here. got to have at least one weapon to protect yourself. I would have to imagine there. And then we do get a little bit more protection here. Is this for the waist? I'm going to have to figure out what this is exactly for. It's not for his head and face, but we get two of these little, I don't know if we even call them belts. I don't know what the technical term is, but we get two different ones. Much like the two different vests, you get two different ones of these. Is what it is. A lot of stuff here, but not a lot of battle stuff. That's kind of the miss here for me, but it's the character. He doesn't have battle stuff. He's looking for things, so is what it is. Now we do get this big old hose going on, I imagine. Yep, I was going to say it should plug into the back of this very easily, and then it should plug into the back of the backpack once again very easily. So you get that hose going on, plug it right there, everything looks good. Here for that, I'm hoping one day we get a blowtorch figure. That was on top of my list of wants for the G.I. Joe Classified line. I would like to see something like this for blowtorch in the future as well. But looking really nice. Got the old pipe there. I remember back the plastic black ones when I was a kid. I never used them. I hated them. They always fell off and stuff. I just pretended. I used my imagination is what I did. Now we get this little McCloud. Yeah, McCloud, I guess. And it's basically just a little robot. It's just half a little Johnny Five from Short Circuit is what it looks like to me. But you can do all kinds of stuff. You're looking for bombs, this thing can go for you. Got a little arm action. It's got some joints on it, so you can move it around, do things like that, side to side. Looks almost like a little tank on the bottom. And then you even got a holster here, or a holder, so you can pick it up and carry it around if you need to. But great if you're trying to dispose of some bombs, you need something like this, I guess. And this is part of the deluxe piece for this figure, as we see here. But is what it is, all like a grayish, smoky gray, charcoal gray type of color. You got a little bit of red right there. I guess those are the eyes or the lasers. Just kind of is what it is. But if you want to use this to pick up things, do stuff, it's got the arm that moves all around. It is what it is, and it does fold up really, really nice here. So you do got that as an accessory, and then of course you got the remote control for it. It looks like he's playing a Game Gear. Oh, shout out to Game Gear back in the day. But we do have this, and he does control the robot with this little pad, so you can have him doing that if you really want to. Then we got Apsara, or we'll just call her Sarah, I don't know. But we got the little rat, and I'm here for this. Very, very cool. I like the rat's got a little harness on it. You know he's working. He's got the harness on. He's a working rat. Don't be petting him. Don't be talking to him. Because rats, as I've found out, they do like to be petted, and they will come to you if you call them. They can make really good friends with their owners. It's a crazy thing. Like, they'll come sit with Elle and just chill and hang out with my daughter. It's a wild time. And I'm sure this one does the same thing with Tripwire. But Tripwire, get a dog. Maybe we'll settle for a cat even, but get a dog. Or better yet, get a wolf like Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes going one up on everybody. I'm going to get a timber wolf. I think that's going to be my pet. More power to him. It's a power move if there ever was one. But a little rat here is kind of cool. It'd be a tough day at the office though if Spirit was here and Freedom, of course, almost forgot his name. Freedom comes swooping in. Freedom might eat him for lunch, so you got to be careful. Keep those on different shelves is what I would do with that one. But it's cool. I'm here for an animal. Always like an animal. Articulation on this one, of course, arms going all the way around. You do get a bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows here for that. Ankles? How about hands? Back and forth, side to side. We do get waist articulation. No real ab crunch on this one. You do get a thigh cut, splits. Boy, I'm all over the place tonight. It's like I've forgotten how to talk. But you get the splits right there. Of course, you get the drop down hips with the G.I. Joe figures. We're accustomed to that. Thigh cut, yep, looking good there. Double jointed, pinless knees. Oh my gosh, they are tighter than ever before. Boot cut, ankles up, down, side to side, back and forth. I'm sure he'll fit on a ringside collectible stand, I imagine. What do you know? Fits perfectly right there. Very easy to put on there. But he is a little bit limited in his articulation. Talked about the ab crunch there. He's got the big vest going over the top. Got the big shoulder guards as well. And then, of course, you got the thigh guards. You do got a holster on the side like we talked about. Got some armor on the forearms. Got the gloves going on. Got the big old boots as well. Definitely geared up here, and this kind of does limit his articulation. But this isn't going to be Quick Kick. This isn't going to be Storm Shadow or something. He's just looking for bombs walking around. So he's not really a combat guy. He's got his pistol if he needs to protect himself, but he's more about clearing that battlefield, letting the bazookas, the leathernecks, the roadblocks run their way through. He's clearing the area for them. And it's a job not for the faint of heart, as we did mention earlier, but for what he is, and I forgot the butterfly shoulders on him too. That's another point of articulation. Of course, the head as well. But for what he is, it's all right. There's no way he's going to be in my top 10 favorite Joes of all time in the classified line, anything like that. I guess I got some of those childhood biases still with me, apparently. As like I said earlier, Tripwire never a favorite of mine. just kind of is what it is for the classified line for me. I like all the extra stuff. I don't know if I like the deluxe price point for this one. Really what wins this one over the most for me is the pet rat. I think that is kind of cute. I don't know. I'm not a guy that uses this cute or thinks things are really cute all the time. But there's something special about this rat. It's just kind of tongue-in-cheek, kind of funny that a guy disposing of bombs has a little rat helping him out. I think that is kind of funny. But it just kind of is one of those figures that's there. But when at the end of the day, when you're building out your Joe team, you're building out your Joe ranks, they all can't be Flint at the end of the day. They just can't be. As much as we'd like an army full of Flints, it's just not possible. It's not possible. You need some tripwires, you need some sneak peeks, you need some psych outs every once in a while. And that's what we need here in the classified line as well. Be interested to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments, though. If any of you guys think this guy's just the most iconic Joe or an absolute favorite of yours as a kid. You know, we all started somewhere. We all played with things, right or wrong. We all created our own stories, and you might have created a story where this guy was a top guy in your G.I. Joe Fig Fed. I get it. I've been there. I know how it goes. But very, very cool for what it is. Just not a classic Joe to me. That's my final verdict at the end of the day. But what is your final verdict? What are your thoughts on old Tripwire? Is it a must-have? Is it a pickup? How do you like the deluxe aspect of it? Are you here for the rats? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day. And then some. We got 2 channels going, so make sure you subscribe to both of those. And of course, don't forget about Patreon for early access to both of those channels' videos, all kinds of other stuff over there on Patreon. And best of all, you do support the channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson, and don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for Tripwire, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.